Yeah. She said that she's mad statter. Just believe her, because we're having a little bit of equipment issues. Anyway, it's the Debutante Brawl, which means we are bringing out brand new skaters to the league. Shower them with your adulation as other more experienced skaters shower them with shoulder blocks. And anyway, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a Donnybrook. It's going to be a Pier 6 brawl. But before we start, we have a special message from Grave Danger skater Carrie Watson.
Waka, Kuyana, Tailuchi. Hi, thank you for coming. I'm Carrie Watson. Thank you. I'm Carrie Watson. I'm Yupik and Athabaskan and skate for Grave Danger. We're proud to acknowledge that this event is taking place upon traditional territories. The Coast Salish are the Native Americans whose home is located along the Puget Sound. There are 19 recognized and unrecognized tribes, which include the Duwamish, Snoqualmie, Muckleshoot, and Sammamish. We're grateful for the opportunity to meet here tonight, and we thank all the generations of people who have taken care of the land. We recognize and deeply appreciate their historic connection to this region. Thank you.
And before we go any further, I want to give it out to one person who makes this all happen. Give it up to DJ iPhone.
All right, yes. Where's my mic?
He's taking a break. We'll get back to DJ iPhone shortly. Anyway, it is now time to meet the skaters here tonight at the Debutante Brawl. First up, in the white jerseys, vroom, vroom, straight to the moon, the Socket Rockets. They are number 17, Canna Whoops Ass. 211, Taekwondo Dope. 23, MSG. Number 26, Junebot. 33, Slammy Sweetheart. 35, Cairo Fracture. Number 38, Nicole Plated. Number 4, Punchy Yo Guts. 451, Blaze of Glory. 602, Bad Karma. Number 7, Alternative. 76, Betsko Crazy. Number 91, Tesla Coil. They are the Socket Rockets.
And at this Debutante Brawl, we've got the team in black. Show no curtsy. All right, number 05, Edelweiss. Number 10, Catamaram. Number 15, Threatening Thunder. 217, Wild Carnage. Number 336, Alex Machina. Number 37, Sheer Force. 42, Make for Mercy. Number 6, Lee Featherstone. All right, we've got number 64, Gina Rome. Number 671, Shella Fierce. Number 7, Shanita Penalty. All right, number 72, Gnarly Quinn. Number 82, SN Emily. And number 88, Slime Queen. Show no curtsy. This is your team in black. All right, thank you so much for coming out here tonight. We are about to start the Debutante Brawl. I believe this is what, season, I'm going to say 15. Thank you all for coming out here to the Rat's Nest. Let's get this party started.
And it wouldn't be a party without people enforcing rules. So give it up for our officials here tonight. Referees and non-skating officials. Yeah, I have the same reaction towards them, don't worry. Okay, so we're going to be skating under the 2019 rule set. The big thing that you'll notice, and the only thing I can keep track of, is there's no more jammer lap points. So the Grand Slam has gone the way of the dodo. Be 4 points each pass. Anyway, we're going to line up now with the, watch the jammers. They're the ones in the back with the stars on their helmets. They're the point scorers. And for the Soccer Rockets, 602 Bad Karma. Threatening Thunder is jamming for Show No Curtsy going on the inside, getting lead jammer there straight off the gate for Show No Curtsy. Bad Karma's caught in the pack, and turn one finally escapes, makes their initial pass as well. Here is Threatening Thunder pirouetting to the outside, getting knocked in the back, calling off the jam, and Show No Curtsy getting a 4-point scoring pass, drawing first blood here at the Debutante Brawl. Rat City Roller Derby values your safety. Please take a moment to look around and find your nearest marked exit. In the event of an emergency, calmly make your way to the nearest exit. Thank you.
Slime Queen on the line for Show No Curtsy. Tesla Coil struggling behind a wall of black, and Slime Queen has been declared lead jammer for Show No Curtsy. About a half a lakh back, though. We're looking at some points being scored for Team in Black, but Team in White didn't quite pass those hips in times. 1 point for No Curtsy.
All right, so Show No Curtsy, 5-point socket rocket, still scoreless. Junebot, number 26, wearing the star for the Soccer Rockets, going up against someone. That is number 21. 217 Wild Carnage for Show No Curtsy. Strong gameplay from both teams, no penalties so far. Wild Carnage dips around the outside of turn 2. Third lead jam in a row for Show No Curtsy. On the backstretch, Junebot makes the escape initial pass for the Soccer Rockets. Wild Carnage bouncing off of everybody, calls off the jam right as Junebot hits the back of the pack. 3 points for Show No Curtsy, and 2 points on the board is the Soccer Rockets.
Alex Machina on the line for Show No Curtsy. Up against Bad Karma wearing the star for Socket Rockets. All right, we have got lead jammer for the first time for the Socket Rockets. Bad Karma racing to the back of the pack to pass those hips in black. Looks like Alex Machina has been bopped to the outside and forced to recycle all the way back at the apex between corners 1 and 2. Fighting against that Triforce in the front, bopping to the inside, passing all the hips, getting 4 points. It is a full contingent of points since we no longer have those thumbs. Final wall of 2, holding the outside line. Another 4 for Bad Karma, bringing the Socket Rockets up to 10 points. This is an 8-point jam so far. Finding an inside friendly line, getting caught up at the front. 3 wall of black, turning into a 2 wall, turning into a no wall. 4 more points on the board for Bad Karma. All right, we've got a cutting call, sending Alex Makeda to the penalty box. Excellent attempt. Final hip throw to slow Bad Karma down. Bad Karma slowed only slightly. 4 more points on the board. A 3-wall set up and then busted itself wide open, allowing Bad Karma yet another 4 points. 20-point jam so far. 22 points on the board for the team in white. Bad Karma getting caught up in the middle and then finding an opening on that inside. 4 more points. All right, that penalty has been taken care of. Talk about a friendly line. That inside was a wide open window. Alex Machina done with the initial pass, ready to start scoring, but Bad Karma says, nope, time to call it off. 24-point jam, by far the biggest jam of the evening. That sounds like good karma to me.
Rat City Roller Derby is completely volunteer run. If your business would like to help out, please contact Rat City to find out what creative sponsorships packages would work for your business. And if you have audio experience or good audio equipment, we'd appreciate your help too. Tesla Coil jamming for the Socket Rockets. Gnarly Quinn for Show No Curtsy. Slamming Sweetheart going to the penalty box for an arms penalty, and Gnarly Quinn getting through. Lead jammer for Show No Curtsy. 4-3 pack advantage for the team in the black jersey. Here comes Gnarly Quinn on a scoring pass. Hitting the back of the pack, making him run back there. Tesla Coil on the inside. They get out. Oh, on a track cut. Taking the long way back to the penalty box. Gnarly Quinn hits it, splits it, quits it, gets 4 points for Show No Curtsy. We're going to have a power start when next we line up.
Wild Carnage and her skirt of power may not show any curtsies, but we'll see if it acts in an inevitable cloak to get her through that pack. Power start for Show No Curtsy. Wide open inside line. Attempted block at that first corner. Nope. Leap the apex. Lead jammer for Wild Carnage. Let's see if Wild Carnage can take this power start and turn it into an impressive power jam. Excellent offensive work by Show No Curtsy. Unfortunately, all the defense in the world will not help it when the jammer cuts. Jammer heading to the box. And Tesla Coil has been released and done with that initial pass. One more time around the track and points will be on the board for this power jam. Betsy Rexy doing an excellent job trying to play offense to open that outside line. Tesla Coil getting mixed around in that froth of Show No Curtsy. Almost able to tiptoe across that inside line, but smart jammers know when they cut. Recycled back, still struggling. Both jammers now back on the track. Penalty box almost empty. All right, 4 points on the board after that escape. I think that skirt of power might have had something to do with it. All right, an express lane just for Wild Carnage. Through for another 4 points. It's an 8-point jam so far, bringing No Curtsy up to 20. Socket Rockets still at 27, and we have got another 4 points on the board, bringing this to a 12-point jam. Oh my goodness, did the other team even know she was on the track? 4 points, bringing it to 16 total. This is a lead change, folks. No Curtsy with a 16-point jam, now sitting at 28 points. Oh, wait, we've got some more points coming in. Socket Rockets with 4-point jam, leaving them at 31. No lead change, my error.
Scores 31, Socket Rockets, 28, Show No Curtsy. We got 21 minutes remaining in the first half. Jamming now for the Socket Rockets, 26, Junebot going up against Threatening Thunder. number 15 of Show No Curtsy. And number 15 there got hit out of bounds, recycling back around MSG. But going through Smash Mouth style straight through the center of the pack. There is lead Jammer threatening Thunder. Junebot taken to the outside by number 10, Catamaran. Still working on the initial pass. Threatening Thunder now on her first scoring pass of the jam. Daquan Dope going to the penalty box. Threatening Thunder gets through, scoring a 4-point pass as the Soccer Rockets only have only gonna have one blocker on the track. Oh, a track that got on Threatening Thunder, so we're gonna have a lot of action there at the penalty box. Little Jammer Swapperoo MSG got the star pass back on the track. So rules are happening, derby's being skated, and Threatening Thunder is coming around, getting another 4-point pass, and again, sky high over the bottom apex. Something, 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 derby, derby, derby. There is Threatening Thunder on another scoring pass. Just getting thrown to the inside by number 4, Punchy O Guts. The Threatening Thunder hunkers down, keeps skating forward, gets through for another 4 points. That's 2 minutes. That's the jam. 16 put on the board for Show No Curtsy, who regains the lead, 44-31. And we're going to have an official timeout. Do you have a sinking feeling that your one-sided mattress isn't giving you enough support? Bedrooms and More can help. Every mattress they sell is two-sided and flippable, made from quality materials which last longer and provide better support over time than their can't-flip counterparts. Bedrooms and More on the corner of Northeast 45th Street and Latona.
Hey, if you're watching this bout and you want to know how to play derby, Rat City offers a program called the Pinkies. It is designed to teach you how to skate and get you derby ready so you can try out for a home team. Our new program starts December 1st, so for more information, send an email to newskaters@ratcityrollergirls.com. All right, so track maintenance is holding us up, which is great because we need to be safe, and an unsafe track is, well, unsafe. Rat City is proud to be joined by the Seattle Seaplanes in quest to entertain everyone in the Seattle area. Float planes take off and land on Lake Union. Book your adventure at seattleseaplanes.com.
So at the Debutante Brawl, we have a lot of brand new Rat City skaters coming out for the first time on the track at the Rat's Nest here. At halftime, we're going to meet those brand new skaters and shower them with gifts. It's going to be awesome, so stick around. Remember, we have the beer garden in the back if you're 21 and up. All proceeds benefit the Washington State Liquor Control Board. So we got a report from all the penalties here from Ace NSO 9-inch wheels. Her official summary of what happened, it had the word cluster in it. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of the details, but we're operating under the brand new 2019 rule set. We're making chicken salad out of this, so please bear with us. But hey, roller derby's happening, which you're supporting. Aren't you happy to be here? Thank you, 3 people. You're my people. You know, Satter, I think instead of working under the 2019 rules, we should be working under the 2009 rules and get the penalty wheel back out.
Yeah, that is a good plan. Penalty wheel, 1-minute penalties, of course. Got to have those if we're going back to 2009. And then maybe, how about the no skating jam? All the skaters can just stand there. That was 2011. Okay. But actually, though, for you guys who are wondering what in the heck just happened, there was an illegal star pass by the white team. The pivot sat as the jammer. There was a jammer swap out that shouldn't have happened because the star pass was technically illegal, so the pivot was really the pivot, even though they thought they were the jammer. And so a whole bunch of messed up stuff happened as a result of that, and we're trying to fix it. I think what's happening is the black jammer who was originally penalized is back in the penalty box to sit for the remainder of the penalty that they should have sat fully for. Anyway, Junebot released from that penalty box wearing the star for the Socket Rockets. It is a power start for the team in white, and we have got lead jammer in the form of Junebot. Penalty box is emptying out. Both jammers are on the track, and I'm guessing the initial pass has been done by Threatening Thunder, because that's sure what that looked like. About ready to start scoring points, but looks like June calls it off. No points for anyone. We're sitting at 44 points for the team in black, 31 points for the team in white. We've got about 18 minutes left here, and I know you all know it is still anyone's game. 20-point jam that we had, or 24-point jam that we had earlier. So there's nothing between these two teams, basically.
Time to line up and do it again. There is number 37, Sheer Force jamming for Show No Curtsy. And out in front, getting lead jammer, is Bad Karma of the Socket Rockets. And, well, one person's going to the penalty box for forearm. Bad Karma now in scoring contention on the inside. Sheer Force gets through, initial pass made. Bad Karma gets through the pack, calls off the jam right before Show No Curtsy can get into scoring position. There is 4 unanswered points for the Socket Rockets.
Yellow Fierce wearing the star for No Curtsy. Tesla Coil wearing the star for the Socket Rockets. Tesla Coil stuck behind a tough 4-wall of black in the back. Not really a 4-wall, just a 4 circle. And we have got a cut call sending Yellow Fierce to the penalty box, which means Tess is the only jammer on the track. It is a power jam. Once Tess is done pushing the entire league across the track, because that's basically what we've got here, they are now lead jammer for Socket Rockets, ready to get to scoring. Nice try, Force Black at the corner 3, keeping Tess from getting past. We have got a back block sending Shellifiers back to that penalty box. So it is an extended power jam for Tesla Coil and Socket Rockets. Tess almost getting through, but bopped to the inside by Shanita penalty. Shanita hits the ground, which makes Tess realize I don't got to get in behind them. So 4 points on the board earned by Tesla Coil for the Socket Rockets. Oh, excellent shoulder check, although I'm wondering if it was by her teammate. It was Shanita penalty, never mind. So that was an excellent slowdown shoulder check by No Curtsy. They are for sure showing No Curtsy. And we've got two blockers just holding Tess back. I'm waiting for an out of play call, so they have to scooch to the rest of the pack. There we go. Tess just pushing those folks. Looks like 1 point for Tess. 5-point jam total, bringing Socket Rockets to 40 points. No Curtsy sitting at 44.
Official timeout being called. Let advanced manual therapy and sports rehabilitation keep you functioning optimally. They're staffed with an advanced team of sports, orthopedic, and manual therapy specialists who offer leading-edge skills in assessment, treatment, and individualized planning for your return to competition or daily activities. That is advanced manual therapy and sports rehabilitation. To be right back here at the Rat's Nest on December 8th for home team for the holidays. It's going to be a fun 4x4 with the 4 Rat City home teams: Grave Danger, DLF, Socket, Wenches, Throttle Rockets. And then on January 5th, it's going to be the season 15 opening game. It's going to be awesome. But in the meantime, June Bot, oh, it's still awesome. June Bot jamming for the Socket Rockets, and S and Emily whipping through the pack. Lead jammer for Show No Curtsy. June Bot getting free there on the top. Apex initial pass for the Socket Rockets. S and Emily gets knocked to the inside, comes back in, calls off the jam, scores 3 unanswered points, extends the Show No Curtsy lead 47-40 with 13 minutes and change remaining in the first period.
Slime Queen wearing the star for No Curtsy. We've got Bad Karma once again wearing the star for the Socket Rockets. Bad Karma running ahead to face that wall of black at the front of the pack. Excellent bridging work by the Socket Rockets to keep that 3 wall of white at the back of the pack as far back as they want. Corner 1 gets us through the pack for Bad Karma, but no pass, no points, no penalty tells me we do not have a lead jammer yet, which means Slime Queen, once passing that final set of hips, might get that lead jammer status. While all that could be happening, Bad Karma has been busy earning 4 points for the Socket Rockets. Slime Queen has been declared lead jammer and calls it off at request of the bench. No points on the board for No Curtsy, and it looks like only 1 scoring pass for Socket Wenches. We are sitting at 44 for the team in white, 47 for the team in black. I'm seeing Alternative being the jammer for Socket Rockets. First time we've seen her wearing the star tonight up against Yellow Fierce.
4-4 jam in front of those 2 stars wearers. Sheer Force gets through untouched on the inside. Lead jammer for Show No Curtsy. Alternative going forward to starboard there in turn one. Still working on the initial pass. Here is Sheer Force with the Thunder and the Fury on the inside. A bit going to the penalty box. Called on a back block. So Alternative has a power jam opportunity being run back on the initial pass there by number 10 Catamaran. Alternative still working on that initial pass, but no show, no curtsy, locking down that wall. A little bit too tight. Alternative getting called out for a track cut, and we're gonna have a jammer swapper. No, Sheer Force already back on the track. Be a full 30-second power jam for show, no curtsy, and we're gonna have a back block called on them. Now we got the jammer swapperoonie, and we're going to have a full 2-minute jam as Alternative gets through at turn 3. That is the initial pass for the Socket Rockets. 2 jammers on the track. Sheer Force getting through on the inside. Alternative, being blasted there. Rainmaker hit by Shanita penalty. Speaking of hits, number 4, Punchy O Guts. They laid a shellacking on Sheer Force, but the show no curtsy jammer back up, still working on getting through. That's 2 minutes. That's the jam. At the end of that, 7 points for show no curtsy. And looks like no points assessed yet. Maybe after we have a little conference here at the at the table.
All right, confirmed no points for Socket Rockets. We have got Alex Machina wearing the star for Show No Curtsy. And we have got June Bod wearing the star for Socket Rockets. June Bod bopped to the back, but then zoomed to the front for lead jammer status. Alex Machina on the way to think about scoring some points, but June knows that plan. Calls it off. 4 points on the board for the Socket Rockets. No Curtsy only gets 1 point on, no points for No Curtsy. We're looking at 51 for the team in white, 54 for the team in black. About 9 minutes left in this first half. Bad Karma wearing the star for the Socket Rockets. Threatening Thunder and her colorful skirt wearing the star for No Curtsy. No Curtsy gets lead jammer status. Nice movement by Threatening Thunder inside and outside of the pack. Gets them through for that lead jammer status and looking to put some points on the board. Harsh hit to the inside, slow to get up, but yep, looks to be okay. Threatening Thunder decides it is time to call it off before team in white hits the back of that pack. Only 1 point for No Curtsy, holding Socket Rockets 2-0.
'88 Slime Queen jamming for Show No Curtsy. And first time wearing the star this game, 33 Slammy Sweetheart of Socket Rockets. Defense, defense, defense by both teams. A little bit too much defense as multiplayer block called. Slime Queen gets out lead jammer with Slammy Sweetheart racing right behind. Jono Curtsy has a pack advantage. Slime Queen calls off the jam. A full contingent of 4 points scored for them and 0 for the Socket Rockets.
S and Emily once again jamming for No Curtsy. Fracture wearing the star for the first time in my memory for the Socket Rockets. S and Emily forced to the outside by everyone on the white team for the most part, but that's okay. Friendly inside line left it easy peasy for S and Emily to get that lead jammer status. I believe we are looking at 100% lead jammer status for S and Emily so far this game. Going through, passing those hips, fighting against that 3-wall of white at the front to get that 4 points in the air. Looks like Fracture has star passed. Your jammer of record for Socket Rockets was June Bott. Called off before Socket Rockets were able to put any points on the board. No Curtsy eked out one more point, bringing them up to 64 points this half. We've got about 6 minutes left in gameplay until halftime.
Gnarly Quinn jamming for show no curtsy, lining up against Tesla Coil of the Socket Rockets. 3-3 pack holding them back. Tesla Coil absolutely locked down in the front stretch, and Gnarly Quinn getting through lead jammer for show no curtsy. Tesla Coil also makes their escape from the pack. Here is Gnarly Quinn in scoring contention. Getting called on a forearm penalty right as Tesla Coil hits the pack, so they will have a power jam advantage. Power jam admits a 4-4 pack. Everybody in the backstretch trading numbers with everybody else. Tesla Coil going left, going right, seeing nothing but SNC blockers in front of them. Direction of gameplay called on one of the Socket Rocket blockers. And penalty killed dead. And Gnarly Quinn back on the track, going through the pack. 4 points for show no curtsy. This jam will reach its natural 2-point conclusion. Gnarly Quinn now on scoring pass number 2. Kind of sidestepping around, but seeing a whole lot of MSG in her rear view. 4 points again for show no curtsy. Tesla Coil work on scoring pass number 1 still. Gnarly Quinn comes around the outside, gets through. Another 4 points for show no curtsy. Back is spread out. Gnarly Quinn on touch like she's going around Green Lake. 3 points there on that pass. Show no curtsy picks up 12 altogether. Tesla Coil got 4 points for the Socket Rockets. Show no curtsy with the 21-point lead, 76-55.
Wild Carnage wearing the star for no curtsy. Bad Karma wearing the star for Socket Rockets. All right, it looks like we have got lead jammer status declared. Wild Carnage team in black. Bad Karma has completed that initial pass. And after one scoring pass, it looks like it is time to call things off. Keeping that team white from scoring any points. MSG wearing the star for the first time for the Socket Rockets. Up against Shella Fierce. All right, it looks like there might have been a score change. 3 more points on the board for no curtsy, bringing them up to 82. Shella Fierce up against MSG. It is a scrum of froth. That's right, a scrum of froth. I don't know what that is, but that's what we're looking at. And we have got lead jammer declared by, for the Socket Rockets. MSG with that pointy finger. Shella Fierce done with that initial. No Curtsy losing a blocker to the box for a multiplayer block. Gives a 3-4 pack advantage in favor of Socket Rockets. Socket Rockets able to put 3 points on the board out of this jam, bringing them up to 58.
Cuddle up this winter with luxurious bedding from Bedrooms and More. Their line of washable wool products are naturally moisture wicking and temperature regulating to keep you comfortable through the night. Bedrooms and More, located at Northeast 45th Street and Latona, in wonderful, wonderful Wallingford. S and Emily jamming for show, no curtsy, up against Blaze Lori for the Socket Rockets, who have a 4-3 blocker advantage. But that ain't gonna stop S and Emily going right through the center of that pack, getting lead status for show, no curtsy. Star pass made by Socket Rockets as S and Emily careens over turn 1, calls off the jam, scoring 4 unanswered points.
Most likely our last jam of this first half. We are looking at Alex Machina wearing the star up against Slammy Sweetheart. We have got a 2-4 pack advantage in favor of No Curtsy. And we've also got an official timeout. So, hey, if you want to sponsor Rat City Roller Derby, we'd love to hear from you. Please email sponsorship at ratcityrollergirls.com for more information. And this is a Debutante Brawl, which means we have got a bunch of new skaters, and some of these skaters just got their start barely a year ago. If you want to start your Derby journey, our Pinkies program can teach you all about the fundamentals of Derby. And our next round of Pinkies begins on December 1st. So for more information, send an email to newskaters@ratcityrollergirls.com. I'm not sure what exactly they're talking about, but I know there was a lot of penalties this last jam, so they had to explain themselves to the coach, I think. The coach was angry. Looks as though there was a question about a star pass that didn't really happen, apparently.
All right, while we wait, I want to do a little something that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Anyway, something. Pander, pander, pander. Make some noise. I love it when that works.
The magic of the mic, baby. All right, 5 seconds till we start the action. Oh my goodness, we're just full of jokes. It's not really 5 seconds. It's another official timeout. So if you are chilly here at the Nest, remember you can cuddle up this winter with luxurious bedding from Bedrooms and More. Their line of washable wool products are naturally moisture wicking and temperature regulating to keep you comfortable throughout the night. Bedrooms and More, located at 45th Street and Latona in beautiful downtown Wallingford. All right, that whistle means we have got action on the track. Action is slow moving. It is a scrum of bodies. And apparently it's a scrum of bodies and penalties. We got a multiplayer block, sending Socket Rockets blocker to the penalty box and then coming back because they got confused. I'm not sure about that, but I do know that Alex Machina got declared lead jammer and has put 4 points on the board for No Curtsy. Slammy Sweetheart done with that initial pass, thinking about putting points on the board. Let's see what Alex has to say about that. Another successful pass puts another, let's say 4 points on the board. That's right. Yep, 4 points on the board, and we are at halftime. No Curtsy sitting at 94 points. Socket Rockets sitting at 60. Be sure to enjoy the beer garden or the snack bar. And if you're not in the mood for feeding or drinking, why don't you go out to the lobby and buy some merch? We will be back on the track in about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining here. Oh, wait, we've got a halftime show now that I think about it. All right, before next half, we will have a ceremony for the debutantes. But right now, go and enjoy your halftime. Can people hear me? am so sorry my list did not have you on it, but that does not make you any less of a debutante. Halftime is about ready to wrap up, so grab that beer, grab that soda pop, maybe get a sticker from the merch booth, and let's get ready to roll.
Remember to go to the lobby outside, support Rat City Roller Derby. Maybe some merch sales will go towards new audio equipment. That would be cool.
That would be cool, because this is what my mic sounds like right now. I honestly could not have done this at a better time.
Lining up to do the second half. 30 more minutes of Derby to skate here in the Debutante Brawl 2018. Joe No Curtsy has the lead, 94-60 over the Socket Rockets. Five on five on the track. Junebot and Wild Carnage wearing the stars. Prowling like jungle cats in the back. Probably just attacking straight through the center of the back. Both jammers out. It is Wild Carnage ahead by an eye. No, it was Junebot with the lead. Wild Carnage was ahead. Jam called off. Time to line up, do it again.
That was some derby strategery right there, calling that jam off, even though there was no point scored. S and Emily up against Bad Karma. That penalty box is empty for once. 5 on 5 on the track. Everybody's going up against that jammer line to make it difficult for the folks wearing the star. Oh, beautiful, beautiful hip check by Catamaran. Slowing Bad Karma down. We've got a blocker going to the box, which means there's a 3-4 pack advantage in favor of No Curtsy. Lead jammer for Bad Karma has just been declared. S and Emily still stuck behind a wall of white at the back of the pack. Almost got bopped to the outside, but instead took that friendly wide open lane and finished that initial pass. Bad Karma calling that jam, barely escaping. 4 points on the board for Socket Rockets, holding No Curtsy to 0.
On January 5th, Rat City starts their record-setting, unprecedented 15th season of roller derby in Seattle and or its suburbs. To be back here for that. But right now, please enjoy Slime Queen and Tesla Coil wearing the stars. Joe No Curtsy has a 4-3 blocker advantage. Slime Queen oozes around, goes through. Lead jammer for Show No Curtsy. Odds are even in the pack. Tesla Coil tiptoeing around that top apex. Makes the initial pass right behind them. Slime Queen hits it, splits it, quits it. 4 points for Show No Curtsy. They are knocking on the century mark with that. 98. Socket Rockets with 64. Hey, are you sitting down? Bedrooms and More now offers seating. They can now carry brands such as Stressless, Fjords, and American Leather. Whether you're looking for a luxury recliner, sleeper, soda, or comfy couch, go to Bedrooms and More on 45th and Latona. Hey, Junebot, Wild Carnage, rematch in there, wearing the stars. Wild Carnage getting knocked to the outside, recycles back around really quick, got behind that Triforce Power, turn 1, and Junebot out of nowhere like an RKO, coming through, lead jammer for the Socket Rockets. Blink and you miss it. 26 is already back in scoring contention, splitting right through the center of the back. Oh, huge hit there from 0-5. Edelweiss calling off the jam. 4 points for the Socket Rockets, bringing them up to 68. Joe No Curtsy still with 98.
Familiar faces on the board. We've got, well, no, they're not on the board yet. They're actually just on the track. Familiar faces on the track, wearing the star. That's right, we've got Bad Karma and Alex Machina. One blocker in the box means it is a 3-4 pack advantage for No Curtsy, but that does not mean that Bad Karma isn't going to be able to get through. Machina bopped to the outside, forced to recycle all the way back. Right around that same time, Bad Karma got through the front of the pack and was declared lead jammer. Machina with the wall of black to pass to get through on that initial. Luckily, the wall of black is her team, so it's not a problem. 4 points on the board so far for the Socket Rockets. Calling it off and holding No Curtsy to 0 this jam. We do have an official review. If you want to train smart, work hard, and get strong like our Rat City skaters, you need to check out Get Strong First, located here at the Rat's Nest. Learn more at getstrongfirst.com.
Remember to join us at the after party tonight. It's going to be in the Fred Meyer parking lot. You bring the fake IDs, I'll bring the bad decisions. Socket Rockets were looking for a track cut called on the show No Curtsy Jammer. Referees say call on track stands, or specifically the no call on the track stands. So we've got S and Emily and Tesla Coil wearing the stars, perched behind a 4-4 pack. S and Emily sneaks on the inside right off the bat. Lead jammer for show No Curtsy. Track I called there on S and Emily as she was making her first scoring attempt. So now Tesla Coil, power jam advantage caught behind that rotating 2 wall, the blocker blender, if you will. Still working on the initial pass for the Socket Rockets. Direction gameplay called on a Socket Rockets blocker. But Tesla Coil makes their way through the back. Initial pass made for the Socket Rockets. Looking to score some points here as the power jam comes to an end. S and Emily, blink and you miss it, getting through 4 points for show No Curtsy. This jam will reach its natural 2-minute conclusion. S and Emily goes sky high but crashes down. Has to recycle back around this time. Stays terrestrial and inbounds. 4-point scoring pass. 3 points behind that as Bets Go Crazy gets the star pass. Got 3 points while the cover was on her noggin. Both jammers getting through. Both jammers scoring 4. Four 3-pack advantage for show No Curtsy. Betsy Rexy gets through, scores 4. S and Emily at the very end of that gets a 4-point pass. One more for the Socket Rockets, 16-12 in favor of show No Curtsy, who breaks the century mark. They have 114, up by 30 points with 23 minutes remaining in regulation.
Wild Carnage and her Skirt of Power up against June Bot. June Bot bopped to the outside with an excellent hip check by Meg for Mercy. Wild Carnage through for the initial first, and lead Jammer already in scoring position, passing those hips in white real quick like. And another scoring pass for No Curtsy thanks to Wild Carnage. Star Stash by June Bot made it a little bit easier to get through that pack on the initial, putting that cap back on their helmet to think about scoring some points. Wild Carnage busy scoring the points. Bop to the inside and calling it off from the ground, knowing how to hold Socket Rockets to 0. It's a 5-point jam for No Curtsy. With Bad Karma and Threatening Thunder, 2 familiar names lining up for the next one.
Thanks to the Smith Brothers Farms for their donation of cold brew coffee, the product of 2 local family-owned companies, perfectly blending organic fair trade coffee, farm fresh organic Smith Brothers Farms milk. Hey, Bad Karma's jamming for Socket Rockets. Threatening Thunder's jamming for No Curtsy. And the former of whom, Bad Karma, is lead jammer right about the same place on the backstretch. Threatening Thunder gets out, making the initial pass for No Curtsy. Here is Bad Karma ricocheting off the entire line. Looks like as she was calling it off, accrued a penalty. So Show No Curtsy is going to have a power start whence we skate again.
Sheer Force has to race all the way to the pivot line to even hit a body or two. Sprinting that huge distance between the jammer and that pivot line. Still haven't broken through yet. Pack is moving quite fast, and Sheer Force bopped to the inside by Blaze of Lori. 2-wall MSG and Taekwondo slowing down Sheer Force. Sheer Force finally able to get through a whole lap around the track. Lead jammer status has been declared. Bad Karma released from that penalty box, attempting to get through on that initial pass, fighting a 3-wall in the back of the pack. 4 points put on the board by Sheer Force, and Sheer Force is getting ready to pass some hips in white to get some more points on the board. It's like she had her own expressway through that downtown corridor. That pack first wide open, let them through real quick like a bunny. 4 points, and it looks like another 4 points about ready to get put up there. Bop to the inside, though. Forced to recycle back behind Tesla Coil. Tess tries a shoulder check. Didn't quite hit it. Now, stuck behind Tess. And Blaze of Lori, which is nowhere a jammer wants to be. Finally, getting past that tough wall of white, calls it off. Looks like that was maybe an 12-point jam for No Curtsy, holding Socket Rockets to a measly 1 point. Penalty box is empty, which means it is a full 5-on-5 on the track.
Okay, alternative jamming for Socket Rockets against Shella Fierce of Show No Curtsy. Just one solid undulating sea of humanity coming around in that pack, thick as a London fog. Everybody traded numbers with everybody else. Shella Fierce taking a knee, both jammers being sent skates over tea kettle, bouncing right back up though. Shella Fierce got a track cut. Nope, alternative got the track cut. Delvers is an eyelash away, but remains on the track, getting through, getting lead jammer for Show No Curtsy. Pack at a standstill right before turn 3. Shelafierce conducting the symphony of skating. And the Show No Curtsy blockers opens up a lane you can drive a Mack truck through. Making it easy peasy for Shelafierce to get that 4-point scoring pass. Coming back around to do it again. This time collecting shoulder after shoulder from the solid steel socket rocket defense. Alternative back on the track. Still working on the initial pass for socket rockets. Shelafierce gets through. No star pass made for Show No Curtsy. That's 217. Wild Carnage, the jammer of record now, caught behind that Triforce of Power. Forcing Socket Rockets to bridge. Finally getting through. Wild Carnage scoring 4 points. And that's how we're going to end that jam, with Show No Curtsy earning 6. And Socket Rockets scoreless.
You need a penalty wearing the star for the first time this evening. That is the first time I remember, so my reality says it's the first time this evening. Skating up against Slammy Sweetheart. We've seen Slammy wearing the star. 3-4 pack advantage in favor of the Socket Rockets. Need a penalty stuck behind a Triforce of white at the far back of the pack. And we have got Slammy Sweetheart busting through that wall of black at the front. Lead jammer status for Socket Rockets. This is exactly what they need right now to help chip away at that point differential. No Curtsy finally out for the initial pass, and Shanita Penalties thinking about passing some bits to put points on the board. But no, Slammy knows that plan and says, I'm calling it off.
Slammy knows best. Tuesdays on NBC. 4 points apiece. No, Show No Curtsy has the lead, 141 to 89. 15 minutes remaining in regulation. Jamming for Show No Curtsy, number 42. Beg for Mercy. First time wearing the star tonight. Bad Karma. Getting lead jammer for the Socket Rockets. Beg for Mercy makes the initial pass right behind her. And both these jammers sprinting around, coming back into the pack. Bad Karma called off the jam right as she was committing a back block penalty. The Show No Curtsy is going to have the power start. Next time, the whistle blows.
Edelweiss, fresh legs for No Curtsy. Haven't seen Edelweiss wearing the star yet this evening, and now it is time to bust through that wall of white or just find an open window on the inside line. My, oh my, Edelweiss, you have got lead jammer in the sky. That is right. Power jam for the team in black. And Edelweiss is hitting that wall of white at the front, busting through like the Kool-Aid guy. Oh, yeah, 4 points high in the sky. 4 more points, that is, thanks to Edelweiss. Back at a standstill in corner 1. Edelweiss just busting through that line, that blocker in white. I believe that was alternative. Canna whoop ass and MSG trying to slow Edelweiss down. Edelweiss not doing much. 4 more points. Serious shoulder checks against Bad Karma. Bad Karma has left that penalty box. And team in black trying to slow her down. Did not work. Oh my, Edelweiss hit to the floor. Biggest smile on a face that I've seen all night. That is right. Edelweiss bringing 12 points to the team of No Curtsy. I got to tell you, they have skirts, but they are showing no curtsy.
Empty penalty box as we put Chiropractor and SM Emily on the line, the latter of whom gets through at turn 1. Lead jammer for show, No Curtsy. Chiropractor spinning around there at turn 1, gets the initial escape there for Socket Rockets. Show No Curtsy hits it, splits it, quits it. Puts up a quick 4 points for Show No Curtsy. Hey, do you need derby gear in a hurry and don't want to buy off the internet? Support a local skater-run business and go on down to the Roller Derby Skate Shop in Edmonds to pick up all your derby supplies. They're run by really cool people, and please support local businesses. Go to the Roller Derby Skate Shop. Even if you just need to get new laces, go to the Roller Derby Skate Shop. Tesla Coil jamming for Socket Rockets up against Meg for Mercy of Show No Curtsy. SNC does have the 4-on-3 blocker advantage, and it shows as Tesla Coil behind that Triforce of Power. But Socket Rockets throwing shoulders left and right, making it hard for Meg for Mercy to see even a sliver of daylight through that back. Show No Curtsy losing a block into a direction of gameplay penalty as Socket Rockets get back up to full strength. And there is Tesla Coil getting through, lead jammer for the Socket Rockets. Meg for Mercy bouncing off of every Socket Rocket defender there on the front backstretch. Finally getting by Blaze Lori. Tesla Coil hits, goes through the back, calls it off. Got 4 unanswered points going to the Socket Rockets as they are getting close to triple digits.
One magician's dark secret, a room full of puzzles and clues. 70 minutes to solve the thrilling mystery of Lucurio's The Vanishing Act. Seattle's premier escape room adventure, Lucurio offers immersive experiences for you and your friends or coworkers. Visit lucurio.com and book your adventure today. All right, we've got Alex Machina wearing the star for No Curtsy. Bad Karma wearing the star for the Socket Rockets. Once again, Bad Karma gets lead jammer status. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I'm thinking she's got close to 100% at this point. Alex, just one blocker left. MSG finally gives up the fight after out of play has been declared. Believe hitting the penalty box for that out of play penalty. Alex Machina hitting the back of the pack, but Bad Karma, I think, called it off. 3 points on the board for Socket Rockets. That was a quick jam. Did not even know what happened there. Rat City's excited to welcome our new sponsor, Two Birds Tattoo. The woman-owned and operated tattoo shop in Seattle since 2012. 2010, actually. Book your appointment at twobirds.com.
See, they're taking the official timeout, so I have a chance to show off the work I got from Two Birds Tattoo. Right there. Right there. It was done by Susie Todd of Two Birds Tattoo. It's my finest work I have. And I'm glad we don't have bout photographers here tonight. Slammy Sweetheart and Essa and Emily wearing the stars. Joe No Curtsy does have the 4-2 blocker advantage. Assembly lead jammer. Oh, drags the skate inbounds, has to recycle back around. Slammy Sweetheart feeling that blocker disadvantage. hit by an entire solid steel 4-wall of Show No Curtsy. Odds are even now. 4-on-4 in the pack. Slammy Sweetheart at turn 1 makes the escape. Initial pass for Socket Rockets. S and Emily says the safe word, calls off the jam, scores 4 points for Show No Curtsy.
I'm going out on a limb here and thinking Sheer Force might be fresh legs for No Curtsy wearing the Jammer Star. June Bott, very familiar face wearing the Jammer Star for Socket Rockets. Sheer Force trying to get through on that inside line, but bopped and forced to recycle back behind that wall of white at the front of the pack. June Bott finding a tiny window, gets through in corner 1 and has been declared lead jammer. Exactly what the Socket Rockets want, because they are knocking at the door of the 100 mark. One successful scoring pass will bring them to that 3-digit number. Wall of white in front, Canna whoops ass, and let's see, it looks like Punchy O'Guts forcing the jammer all the way back to the back of the pack, which is never what the jammer wants. Alex Machina with a shoulder check, sending June to that inside line. Looks like we got a star pass. Now the jammer of record for No Curtsy, Threatening Thunder. Threatening Thunder unable to hit that pack, so 0 points for the team in black. Socket Rockets with 4 points finally hit that century mark. Whoop, whoop. All right, Bad Karma skating up against Gnarly Quinn this jam.
As Matt Satter said, Gnarly Quinn versus Bad Karma on the jam line. Navigating a 4-4 pack, and Gnarly Quinn gets through. Lead jammer for Show No Curtsy. Bad Karma getting knocked around left and right, still skating fast and furious at turn 2. Escapes the pack. Gnarly Quinn getting tangled up by Betsy Rexy on the bottom apex. Bad Karma, that baby done Ben Eden, coming back around again, has to do that initial pass one more time. Gnarly Quinn racking them and stacking them. Oh, we get blasted to the inside by Ty Quan Dope, forcing the call off. 8-point scoring pass for Show No Curtsy.
Looks like a forearm penalty, sending one of the blockers for Socket Rockets at the very last second of that jam to the penalty box. We are looking at a 3-4 pack advantage in favor of No Curtsy. Alternative wearing the star once again for Socket Rockets up against Shella Fierce wearing the star for No Curtsy. Pop to the inside by Alex Machina. Alternative forced to recycle all the way back, and then a hip check sends him to the outside. Shella Fierce bopped to the outside, forced to recycle really far back, and while that was happening, Native decided it was time to grab lead jammer status. We have got lead jammer status for the Socket Rockets, thanks to Native. Native going through that pack, bop to the inside, tumbling through. Looks like her team is calling her to call it off, but Native is busy picking herself back up because this is a brutal pack. And when you're in the middle of a brutal pack, sometimes it's hard to know what's going on. 4 points on the board, though, for Socket Rockets, thanks to Native, holding No Curtsy to 2 points.
Tesla Coil, where the star for Socket Rockets up against sheer force of Show No Curtsy. Socket Rockets have the blocker advantage at the moment. And it's gone. 4-4 in the pack. Tesla Coil finds her way through. Lead jammer Socket Rockets. Sheer force still working on the initial pass, going left, going right, as Show No Curtsy loses their pivot. Tesla Coil trying to put some heat in their feet. Remember, this is a scoring pass number 1 for the Socket Rockets. Show No Curtsy still making the initial trip. Defense being thrown up by both teams. Tesla Coil gets through, scoring 4 points for the Socket Rockets. Wild Carnage number 217 gets the star pass for Show No Curtsy and makes the initial trip. And there is Tesla's Coil scoring another 4 for the Socket Rockets. Putting their hands up on their hips, calling off the jam. 8 unanswered points for the Socket Rockets.
Slime Queen ready to take over the track. Bad Karma ready to get revenge. 3-4 pack advantage in favor of the Socket Rockets. Bad Karma tries to bust through, but Slime Queen finds a wide open window on the outside. Easily gets lead jammer status before corner 1 and is now hitting the back of the pack, thinking about putting points on the board. Up to the inside line, forced to recycle back behind Cairo Fracture. Nicole Plated doing some excellent blocking, as well as Blaze of Lori. Blaze of Lori with a hip check, sending Slime Queen to the outside. Slime Queen trying to call it off, or I thought she was, but no, I just made stuff up. Now calling it off after getting through that pack. Did Bad Karma pass any hips to get any points on the board? I am not sure about that. It looks like maybe 4 points got put on the board. For No Curtsy, no points on the board for Socket Rockets. Alex Makata up against Canna Whoopsass. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Canna Whoopsass is some fresh derby legs. We've got a 3-4 pack advantage in favor of, once again, No Curtsy. And just like the lead jammer last jam, this jam, Canna Whoopsass finds that wide open outside window for lead status. Fresh legs on the jammer line sometimes pay off with lead jam. Forced by a brutal hip check to the outside, Canna decides, I'm calling it off. 2 points on the board for Socket Rockets, holding No Curtsy 2-0. We have got a timeout, about 13 seconds left. I got to tell you, we are a completely volunteer-run league, and if your business would like to help out, please contact Rat City to find out what creative sponsorship packages would work for your business.
All right, the Debutante Brawl has 13 seconds remaining on the game clock. Remember to come here, right back here on December 8th for home team for the holidays. And then the record-setting season 15 of Rat City Roller Derby starts on January 5th. Right here at the Rat's Nest, and you'll see in their full strength Socket Winches, Throttle Rockets, Grave Danger, and the 6-time champion Derby Liberation Front. But in the meantime, we got one more jam happening right now. $175 Show No Curtsy, $114 Socket Rockets. SN Emily jamming for Show No Curtsy up against June Bot of the Socket Rockets. And SN Emily gets through lead jammer Show No Curtsy. SN Emily gets through the pack on the scoring pass. And there is Tesla Coyle getting the star pass, the jammer of record now for Show No Curtsy. SN Emily calls off the jam, and that is the end of regulation. 8 points brings Show No Curtsy up to 183. Socket Rockets with 114. But the real winners here are all of you who had so much fun, and thank you for supporting Rat City Roller Derby. Thank you for supporting all our new skaters. We're going to have the official victors said soon, so come trackside.